Welcome to Business Book Daily. Today I'm breaking down a book about how McDonald's became a business empire and what that teaches us about standards, scale, and the hard side of execution. I'll give you the big ideas, the practical business lesson, and three sharp insights you can post to LinkedIn today. Let's go. But first, a word from our sponsor. Want to grow your revenue without adding to your payroll? A lot of smart operators are hiring commission-only reps, experienced salespeople who only get paid when they produce results. If that sounds like a smarter way to scale, post your opportunity at commissiononly.com. Thousands of motivated reps are actively looking for performance-based roles right now. Commissiononly.com. Today's book is Grinding It Out by Ray Kroc. Kroc was the businessman who turned McDonald's from a promising restaurant concept into one of the most powerful franchise businesses in the world. His core argument is simple. Big success rarely comes from one brilliant move. It comes from relentless standards, disciplined execution, and a refusal to accept mediocrity. That's what makes this book useful. A lot of businesses want growth before they have earned it. They want more locations, more products, more staff, more customers. Kroc's lesson is blunt. Scale does not fix inconsistency, it multiplies it. If your business works well only sometimes, growth makes the weakness bigger. One of the strongest ideas in the book is that consistency beats flair. McDonald's didn't win because every location was creative. It won because customers knew what they were going to get. The experience was dependable. In business, that matters more than a lot of people want to admit. Customers come back when they can trust the result. Kroc was also obsessive about standards. Quality, service, cleanliness, and value were not branding language to him. They were operating rules. That's an important difference. A lot of companies admire standards. Fewer enforce them. If the standard can't be measured, checked, and repeated, it's not really a standard. It's just a nice sentence. Another major lesson is that franchising only works when control stays tight. Kroc wanted ambitious operators, but he didn't want them freelancing with the model. That's useful far beyond restaurants. Any business with multiple locations, managers, sales reps, or delivery teams faces the same problem. How do you let people execute with energy without letting them damage the brand through inconsistency? Kroc's answer was clear. Local effort, centralized standards. He also understood something a lot of operators miss. Real estate was not just overhead, it was strategy. Controlling locations and customer access points gave McDonald's leverage beyond the food itself. That's a smart reminder that your biggest advantage may not be the product alone. It may be distribution, placement, or control of how the customer reaches you. And maybe the most underrated lesson in the book is persistence. Kroc was not a young founder with a perfect startup story. He built this later in life and pushed through setbacks, resistance, and long stretches of grind. That matters because a lot of business success looks less like inspiration and more like sustained pressure applied in the right direction for a long time. So how do you apply this? Start by finding where your customer experience is inconsistent. Look at response time, quality, onboarding, pricing clarity, fulfillment, or follow-up. If the customer gets a different result depending on who handles the work, fix that before you chase more growth. Next, define the few standards that matter most. Keep them concrete, not great service, but specific behaviors and outcomes people can follow and managers can inspect. Then pressure test your business for scale. Ask what breaks first if demand doubles. If the answer is quality, communication, or speed, that's the weakness to solve now. Now here are three insights worth sharing. First, most businesses do not fail because the idea is weak. They fail because the standard is inconsistent, and scale turns inconsistency into damage. Second, growth is not the reward for ambition alone. It is the reward for building a system that can repeat quality without constant heroics. Third, customers do not come back for your intentions. They come back for a reliable experience. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. If you've been sitting on a business book idea, these are the people to call. They work with founders, executives, and industry experts to turn hard-won ideas into books that build authority, attract leads, and open doors. They handle everything from interviews to writing, to editing, to publishing. If there's a book in your head that should already be helping your business, learn more at memoirghostwriting.com. That's it for today. See you next time.